Hello, my name is Stas Skopin. I go by the in-game name Stenbosse. I'm the top laner for ANC Outplayed. I'm looking forward to playing this year in PG again. I really love playing in this region, and I love the Italian fans and the competition, so it's going to be really fun. Can't wait for it.
How is the situation in top lane today and how it's changed since 2022?
I think right now top lane is a lot stronger than last year. I think also you can play a lot more champions. It's very, very diverse. And I think top lane is, in competitive at least, it's one of the stronger roles. And you can easily play through top. You can still weak side top. And yeah, like everything is viable. Tanks, carries, mages, even supports. I really like how top lane is right now, and I feel like as long as I play on the level I know I can, I think I can have a big impact this year.
What other team do you see favorite for the title?
Well, the only other team I would say is probably Machko, except for us. Ever since they entered the league, they've been doing really well and kind of dominated the scene. But I think this year, with the roster we have, support staff and everything around, I think we are coming in as the favorites. But other than us, I think it's only Machko.
What is the minimum goal for 2023?
Well, the minimum goal for 2023 is at least win PG. That is the minimum, both splits. Otherwise, I would be really disappointed. I won the league 3 times already, so not winning it would be a big disappointment since I didn't win it last split. And I think that's just the minimum goal, but my goal for this year is to do really well at EU Masters and represent the Italian region as well as possible. Minimum goal there would be getting out of groups, but my goal for this year is to at least reach semi-finals in EU Masters.
Hello, I'm the AD carry for ANC Outplayed. My name is Elam, and it's my first time playing in Italy.
First time in Italy, what do you expect to find?
I'm hoping I will experience a good journey with my veteran teammates. They all seem to be very fun people to play with. And it's my first time playing from home and not from a gaming house. So it's going to be a new experience for me. And I hope it will be a unforgettable one.
Has your relationship to gaming for hobby changed when you decided to become a pro player?
I became actually more distant to it since I'm doing it every day. Now I am looking more towards in real life stuff. But before it was reverse. Like when you were forced to go outside, you were like trying to stay home and play. But now I'm trying to go more outside since over the years sitting every day home got a bit boring. But yeah, I still enjoy it. But the problem I have is I don't enjoy any other video games besides League. Yeah.
Which bot laner from other teams are you looking forward to facing?
I haven't checked up who the players are in the league, but the only guy I know is VZZ. I heard he's pretty good. So yeah, I want to see how I go against him.
Do you think you have already reached a good synergy with Venzer during this week of training?
My synergy with Venzer is actually not that good in-game. We're not on the same level. He actually role swapped to support this season, so it's gonna take some time to figure it out. But it's part of the progress, it's fine. But outside the game we're clicking, we're having fun together, and I think it's more important than we clicking now in game, because in the long term enjoying playing together is more important. It's going to be a big factor to our success.
Hello, my name is Stefan and I'm the jungler for Outplayed this season and the next one, I hope.
How crucial is the role of jungler in Curse of Game today?
I think jungle is really useless today. I think there's like 2-3 champions you can play which have like little to no impact. You're basically a CC bot, and this is like the worst meta I've seen in quite a while as a jungler, so I'm not really happy.
In your opinion, what will be the best jungle pick in 2023?
I think anything that can clear really fast and scale really well, because the jungle is like really easy now. So I think if you just pick a champion that can scale really well and full clear, then you're like good in the game.
The community usually say that jungle is probably the most important role in solo queue. Do you agree?
To some extent, yes. To be honest, I think the role is really stressful in solo queue because it's just you're like a babysitter to all 3 lanes, and personally I don't even play the role. I don't even play my main role in solo queue. I just queue up for bot lane because it's like easier to play, I guess. It's less stressful, so I think it for sure Like if you have the mentality for it, I think the role is really impactful. But I don't. I get tilted really easily playing this role in solo queue, so I just play something else.
And do you have any suggestion on how to climb in this OP role?
I think you should know what your champ does. Like there's two types of ways you can play, either for full clearing or for spam ganking. It depends on what champ you want to play, and then just stick to that route. So basically, if you're playing Hecarim, just look to optimize your clear speed, etc. And then if you're playing Elise, look at which lanes are gankable early on, like level 3, or maybe you can dive a lane somewhere. So I think that would be my best suggestion.
My name is Sven, also known as The Haste, the League of Legends mid laner for Team ANC Outplayed. We've competed on the international scene for 2 splits already on EU Masters, where we've done quite well. But this split, I expect much more from us and myself, from my team in general. I think with this current roster, we can reach new heights, and we can definitely become the best versions of ourselves and go a bit higher on EU Masters than previous splits.
What's your opinion of the other PG Nets mid laners?
I think generally the mid laners of this split have drastically improved from last splits. However, I still think I'm the best among everybody. I think I've proven that over the years. I also think our team is the best, so of course I will be performing the best out of all of them. I still have a lot of room to improve, and I think I'm gonna show it this split, definitely.
What do you think about the current state of mid lane in 2023 meta?
Mid lane meta has been drastically changing throughout the new season, mostly because of the changes with Seraphs and Road of Ages, where a lot of mages that used to be really good couldn't utilize those items because they weren't really good in the meta, but now that Riot has changed that again, I think those champions will become meta again. However, I also think there's gonna be a combination of both. Like, for example, you saw how Zeka played all of these assassin mid laners, or generally the world's meta was assassin mid laners, where they played Akali, Sylas, and those type of stuff, playmaking champions. So I think in the right circumstances, I feel like both can succeed. However, it's easier to pull off the scaling, let's say the scaling type of mages rather than assassins, because the assassin type needs to be built around you. So generally, I think it's going to be a mix of both, yeah.
Hello, my name is Venzer, and I'm a recently role-swapped support player for ANC Outplayed.
How important will be the synergy in the bot lane?
Synergy in bot lane is always important, I think. Now it's going to be a bit easier, I think, because we're both, like, I used to be an AD carry player and he's an AD carry, so we'll get on the same page pretty well.
In your transition to support role, is there any pro players you have been inspired by?
I watched a lot of VODs from top Korean and Chinese support players, as well as some EU ones, mostly Area, Meiko, Mickey, people like that. I don't think there's anyone that's particular inspiration, but all of them are what I strive to be, kinda.
Hello, my name is Apples and I'm the head coach for ANC Outplayed.
Was it difficult to build this year roster?
It was actually quite hard because everyone wanted their mid lane and top lane. Stefan was having some tryouts, but he agreed that it's like the best option pretty early on. We got kinda lucky with Volkan because he didn't play a lot of solo queue. He was low on LoL pros, and that's as much research as managers and coaches do nowadays. And people just didn't consider how good Venzer is. I instantly decided I want him when I saw him in 4 POVs. And it was pretty simple. The only hard part was like getting them all to sign on the same time and everything, but it worked out in the end, so it was quite hard actually.
Who do you fear the most from the other teams?
We don't really fear anyone.
I fear no man.
But we're gonna show like some decent respect to now the Drain roster, Machko, and I guess Desire, even though I think every roster except GG is pretty competitive. I think people did a good job making the rosters, yeah.
What is the minimum goal for the season?
I think the minimum goal is to win Italy both times, but I think we all kind of wish to go to like semi-finals of EU Masters, at least quarters. I think winning Italy is the least we can do.
Ciao, sono Martina, nickname Laumius, lavoro per ANC Outplayed come team manager, diciamo da un annetto ormai. Sono abbastanza contenta di fare parte del team e di tutto quanto.
Come vedi il futuro della scena competitiva in Italia?
Ma sicuramente è un futuro che vedo in crescita e vedo in continuo aumento, già comunque si è visto rispetto allo scorso summer come sono cambiati i numeri, che tipo anche di coinvolgimento diverso c'è stato. Però per poter continuare ad avere questo trend secondo me bisognerebbe investire di più nel coinvolgere lo spettatore e avere anche dal lato legislativo delle regole più precise, delle leggi dedicate all'e-sport, poiché attualmente è un po' questo il problema, quindi anche far sentire la nostra presenza e spingere a livello legislativo.
La figura del manager consente di essere in contatto con coach e manager in tutta Europa. Qual è il loro pensiero sulla questione in Italia?
Ma direi che l'interesse è crescente. Anche durante il roster building sono stata contattata da diversi coach e manager interessati a lavorare in Italia da tutta Europa. E sono anche molto interessati a fare scrim con noi, quindi a entrare molto più in contatto. Io credo che in un futuro riusciremo anche a diventare accredited Earl e quindi ad acquisire sempre più interesse nella scena europea.